So welcome back, friends. As we saw, the Indian markets did not react much to the Venezuelan crisis, the attack on Venezuela by the United States. There was hardly a reaction. 70, 80 points drop in the Nifty is really nothing much in the larger sphere of things. People were very worried over the weekend that the geopolitical risks have risen once again and that the markets could plummet. They did not. And now if you look at the US markets, they are also rising sharply. The Dow Jones up more than 500 points at this point of time. Oil remains also within limits. It's up just about 1%, which is hardly anything. The precious metals are very high at this point of time. Gold is up almost 2.5%, and silver, by the way, is up 8%. So all this is showing that there is some amount of reaction in the precious metals, but and this is the problem you have or going to have in most of 2026. Normally, these precious metals are risk off. So whenever the risk increases in the world, people run to precious metals, but then they go away from equities. In this case, you are seeing equities, stock markets are also rallying. You see the gold, silver, they are also rallying. They normally don't go hand in hand, which shows that there is a lot of speculation that is getting built in gold, silver, which is beyond the normal calculations. Well, then there was a reaction in the Indian economic sphere on Donald Trump's statement that Modi is his good friend, but there could be more tariffs if India does not reduce the Russian oil purchase. Well, India is already has already reduced the purchases of Russian oil, and the good person that Narendra Modi is, if you recollect, some days back he had made a visit to Guyana. Now, Guyana's explosive invitation has come to Bharatiya oil giants like ONGC and Reliance for the 2026 offshore block. And that, I think, is going to be a very important game changer because it is going to unlock access to over 11 billion barrels in the region. This fresh agreement seals deeper energy ties with Bharat, not just by buying Guyana's crude oil, which is already 6 million barrels in 2025, but now exploring and producing, boosting output to 1.7 million barrels per day by 2030. And this is quite a good deal. So as more details are beginning to emerge, you will find that the reaction with the Indian markets will be quite substantial, and India is on a good and a steady wicket. I am not as pessimistic as many people are regarding the outlook for Indian stocks. There is good steam ahead, but you need to be careful because if you see the geopolitical tensions which have risen with Venezuela and now Greenland, Cuba, all this are on the radar of the United States. And who knows, there's a very good chance that China and Taiwan may also get into a sphere, and all this then will create tensions in the not very distant future. But as of now, the market outlook does not look too bad, and you need not be exceptionally concerned. There is a little more circumspection that can happen, but on the whole, the markets should be fine. That's my analysis at this point of time. I don't want to scare anyone, and what facts are facts. If there was a reason to make you feel scared, because anything that I see, I would have told you, but at least I cannot see anything in the near term that can shake the markets and cause them to fall dramatically. So here we are, but there was a lot of concern on the basis of Donald Trump's statement. On board Air Force One, he was talking with some reporters that Modi being a good friend and that they are doing trade and there would be more sanctions if India was to continue, and people have become very scared hearing that statement of Donald Trump once again. Well, these are all a part of the negotiations. India is dealing with many other countries like Guyana separately. And naturally, the amount of oil that is coming into India from Russia, as you see, as per the statistics and the figures, has come down quite dramatically anyway. So, as President Trump says that Modi is trying to please him, whatever may be the case, we would definitely like good relationships between India and the United States. And that, I think, is there in the heart of both Narendra Modi and Donald Trump. Both would like to have very good relationships. India and United States, the two countries are very close. And there is no reason why Donald Trump would not want to please Narendra Modi and Narendra Modi would not want to please Donald Trump. In fact, I would hasten to add that both Donald Trump and Narendra Modi are good people, and they very soon, I am very, very hopeful that a trade deal between India and the United States will be signed. Will all the necessary precautions already have been taken, and this should be coming in also shortly. So I'm confident, and this will be in fact a trend-setting example for the world. All will be well, and will be well between the two countries. So, looking at the rally in the precious metals, such a stupendous rise once again in the silver. It has been yo-yoing quite a bit, fall 10%, then rise 10%. It all is good sign for the people who have been holding. But as I told you, whenever the precious metals rise, the equities fall. When the equities rise, then the precious metals go down. Normally, there are not many instances in history and in investing world where you find both the classes, asset classes, the equities and the gold, silver, all going up together. Bitcoin, everything today, oil, everything that you can see is up on in the American markets. That does not normally happen, friends. And the very fact that it is a risk hedge, the precious metals, the gold, the silver. And when risk increases in the world, people rush to gold and silver. Today, although the risk is a little higher with the Venezuela attack, yet you find that even equities is up. So they also don't care, because the reason being that people think that this event which has happened is only a one-off thing, that this is not a continued war as in the case of Ukraine, Russia. This happened over a few hours and it is over. So they don't think this is going to add to any specific geopolitical risk in the world. And that's why the stock markets are rallying, and at least they are not falling much as in the case in India. But there will be a point of time when there will be a speculative element in the world, not only in the AI stocks, artificial intelligence stocks, but in precious metals, gold, silver. I think there's a bubble developing there as well. And there is, we will be reaching a situation where all will fall together. Our AI stocks, gold, silver, copper, everything, it's some time away. But I want to tell you that this sort of an eventuality don't rule it out. It is going to happen sooner than later. We have those periods completely done in our research notes. We have it all ready in the Art of Investing team. When this can happen, we know exactly to the best of our ability what is the best time when this eventuality will happen. And I think, and I'm quite confident that it's going to happen at that point of time. To get to know more for the Indian markets, where they're headed from here, do join our Premium Plus. Gives you 10 to 12 days predictions in advance and good multi-baggers. Number to get in touch, 982-086-1044. You may WhatsApp us on this number. And we would love to have you as a part of the team. If you are interested to be continuously a part, we would love to have people who are not coming in just for a few days, few months, or a month rather. But we want people who can be with us a few years, because some very good rises, and especially those people who are sitting with losses of the past, excellent opportunities coming in 2026 to recover your losses. Because markets in many periods will show straight one-way rise and straight one-way fall also. Fantastic opportunities to recover your loss in 2026. Happy investing. Take care. Bye-bye.